Welcome, Cancer. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your new moon in Taurus reading. The new moon's on May 7th in the evening on the west coast of the U.S. I'm also reminding you that I do personal readings, and the information for that is in the description box below. I give away free readings on or about the first of each month, and I pull the winners from the comments section and from the donations previously received. So as a result of that, I'm deeply grateful for all of the generous donations and comments that you've left for me, reminding me that I'm here and supporting the work that I do. So thank you in advance for your presence here now. Let's do your overall energy, Cancer, for the new moon in Taurus, the King of Swords. The King of Swords is about your absolute clarity in your pursuit of your truth. In that pursuit, you have become detached from your emotions, detached from your subjective experience in order to become more curious, to free up your curiosity, to seek the information, the data, to be open to the inspiration, the truth that you're finding in your environment. This attitude makes you a wonderful facilitator of conversations in which you can explore your own reality that you are successfully challenging by examining or questing for the experience of others, how your truth relates to theirs, how the multivalence of the experience of truth, and how to evaluate information in the way that best supports the inclusion of others in your experience, in your decisions, in the choices that are available to you. In many cases, you may be a senior partner in this experience of information sharing, so that you could be a teacher. Most likely you are a leader in some way who allows your participants, your students, your clients to buy into the decisions that ultimately you recognize you must all make together. Everyone must have a buy-in to the decision that you perhaps collectively make, or perhaps you ultimately make, informed by the desires and needs of others. In the present, we have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is about your determination, your ambition. And this can be a professional ambition. This can be your ambition for a particular project that you have been attempting to launch out in the world. It can also be your ambition to work through a series of challenges in a more intimate way. However it applies to you, you have gone through the multiple battles, and perhaps you have barely emerged, barely survived, but you understand that the goal is very close by. All of your efforts have been leading to something, and no matter how tired and exhausted of perhaps the people that you are working with, the many misses, mistakes, or failures that you and others have made, that you have lived with, you know that you're very close to a victory here. And this, I again will repeat, is something you've been working on for a very, very long time. In the past, we have the King of Wands. So here's another king. And this is really already describing an experience of mastery that you are having. The King of Wands is really about your absolute confidence, your massive inspiration, your determination via passion to pursue something, an idea, a new way of doing things, open to exploring the possibilities, the resources in the world around you, not being afraid to try something totally new or to open up to something new as a result of your confidence and determination to grow and expand. So there's already information about how you're desiring to move into a bigger world. You're moving to expand beyond where you have been. In the future, the Three of Swords. And this ultimately describes your ability to truly understand the gifts of the many challenges and difficulties, the obstacles you've experienced. There's something here about shedding illusions about who you believed you were, how you came into your consciousness of who you are, and the path, the journey really along the way of having experiences from a place of innocence, enthusiasm, and encouragement to a place of recognizing how, in many ways, your understanding of growth was in perhaps giving your power away or allowing others to take power from you. Having survived many lessons of disappointment, of heartache, of suffering in all the ways that go beyond our intimate relationships or our romantic relationships, I should say, because this is intimate. Only the people that we love can really hurt us. And so you now understand that these experiences were for a reason. The necessity for you to understand the nature of your personal power was dependent upon your going through those experiences, your overcoming the sense of expectation from others and moving instead to a place of a higher awareness of your power to shape your reality. If this reading is vibing for you, Cancer, please like this video, share it with others who might find it useful, comment below, and of course, subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. That really helps me, and I appreciate all of you that may be new. I pulled forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. I'm going to put that here next to the Three of Swords. This is huge because forgiveness is not just for you. The resentment, in order to release that resentment that we can feel, we must forgive ourselves, right? And the chameleon flipped over from the flora and fauna of Africa. And this card's keyword is adaptation. Don't just blend in and hide. Express yourself. Assert yourself. Trust your resilience. Like that. The Nine of Wands in the present is clarified by the Eight of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Scorpio got this very same card in this position. There are a lot of people who have an idea, an opinion, and in many cases, you're inviting these opinions. You're actually giving court, giving space for others to tell you what they want. Even if you have not actively solicited it or invited it, something in your attitude lets people know that you will not judge them harshly for their experience that they feel that they want to share with you, that they feel a right to impose upon you, that you will not judge them, but that you will make your own judgment. You are perhaps overwhelmed with the opinions of others, perhaps the noise Others' voices are becoming noise. It's overwhelming to you as you sort through this long series of efforts you've made to resolve something. The Knight of Swords is really backing up the energy that is already here by way of expressing your desire to really move afield in terms of new ideas, new information. You're no longer feel wedded to the way things were. This is part of how you are challenging your own assumptions about what you thought you experienced, how you perceive your experiences now, given the wisdom and mastery you're gaining in your life. The King of Wands in the past is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. So yeah, there's a lot of energy around conflict here, particularly in the past. It's a conflict, it's a debate, it's an argument. It feels as though you have been supporting a plan. Perhaps it was a collective plan. Maybe you've been playing a part in a family drama or change or alternating statuses in your family as the result of loss or change. You're definitely interested in changing the way that you experience this group, this intimate group, particularly as you in some way have been the holder of the template, moving forward in a way that doesn't feel as though it is acknowledged by others. Perhaps you've gone off script and moved into an area where you were able to simply implement things in the best way you understood, but you still have this interesting leadership role in the family or in on your team, among your colleagues. This almost is feeling like a truth sayer role in which you are coming with a level of truth that creates dissonance in the group and yet still holds you accountable to this plan. This may be an inherited plan or a story that you inherited from your family or your culture. In the future, the Three of Swords is clarified by the Chariot card and the King of Chalices. So 3 kings here. The only king that's missing is the King of Pentacles. I think I've got that right. Yes, the King of Cups is really emphasizing your emotional maturity. The emotional security, it's interesting because it actually enables you to detach yourself from your emotions because you now own this sense of your life, your choices, your responsibilities. You understand what gives you joy and pleasure, and you are now appreciating that, particularly for you, Cancer. You're appreciating your vulnerability, and that's a mouthful. But this is actually enabling you to release the need to take care of others or fix others, I should say, not take care of others because that's sort of innate to your empathy. The way that you relate is a part of that. But you're releasing the need to fix their problems. You're separating yourself. You're appreciating that you're built the way you're built because you have a unique contribution to make. You are grateful now for your differences. You're no longer embarrassed or trying to fit in a way that I sensed you did or felt you needed to do in your family of origin or your earlier experience of life. You may have masked that difference in a variety of ways by being obligated to the core mission of your family or your team or your organization. But in many ways, you are embracing what is unique about you, what separates you from others. You're not trying to be like them, and you're moving directly for the things that you know will support you, will help you to grow, will anchor you in that sense of security. So this is a beautiful evolution here, Cancer. I'm going to pull an oracle card from a yogic path. And this is an oracle that incorporates Indian spirituality, deities, chakra, yoga, Ayurveda, authored by Sahara Rose. I've had this deck for a long time, and I have really struggled to be able to apply it, and I realized that I'm only going to be able to apply it by using it. I'm chiefly drawn to the beautiful images. And I pull for you Dharma. And although I have a brief pop understanding of Dharma, I'm going to follow the wisdom in a Yogic Path guidebook and page 73. And Dharma reads, 8 stages of yoga, single focused concentration. So I'm seeing a real link here with the Chariot card. It is time to focus your mind on one goal to undergo the transformation that comes from concentration. The birthing process of an idea takes deep commitment to usher it to life. Through single-focused commitment, you will be able to deepen your understanding of your goal and from its core, bring it to your understanding of your goal. Bring it to fruition. Sorry about that. This is your time to say no to everything that is not related to your Dharma. Practice Dharma and focus on what it is you came to this earth to do. I'm thrilled. I have a chill. Thank you so much, Cancer, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.